Quick video on importing audio into Unity and file types that it likes. So I've got two audio files on the desktop. One is a 16-bit 44.1K stereo WAV file, and the other is a 320 kilobit MP3. So I'll just grab both of those, and I'm going to drag them into the audio folder in Unity. And so Unity, when you do this, so we can see that the two files are now inside of Unity, it copies these into the Unity file structure. It doesn't reference files external to the Unity project, so it always takes the files with it, whatever computer you'll load this project on. So when we click on the files within Unity, then we can see the context window shows up, and we could play the audio file, for example. But what we're interested in is the compression format. So at the moment it's set to OGG Vorbis, and what that means is it's going to compress our WAV file down to the Vorbis file format. And we can see that occurring here. So the original size of the file is 3.7 megabytes. The imported size is 1 megabyte, which means that the file is going to be compressed from 3.7 megabytes down to only taking up 1 megabyte of space when we build out the game. If we want that to retain its 16-bit WAV quality, then we can change this to PCM, and it's just a matter of hitting the apply button. And we'll notice that now the original size was 3.7 megabytes, the imported size 3.7 megabytes. So we're going to have that good WAV quality for this particular sound. So that's in a nutshell that. Now we can come over to the MP3, and we can see that it's going to try and compress the MP3 into the OGG Vorbis format. So compress format being compressed again. So it's gone from 2.3 down to 1.9 megabytes. So in this case, better to bring in a WAV and let Unity then bring this down to a OGG Vorbis compressed format, as opposed to from going from an MP3 compressed format to OGG Vorbis and, you know, having more artifacts. So you can click this, and you could go PCM, hit apply, and what we'll see is that it's now turned the MP3 into a WAV file. So originally the MP3 was 2.2. Now it's going to import after it's encoded it to a WAV. So it becomes a bigger file format, but you're not going to get the gain because you've already got the artifacts, and from the MP3, it's not going to magically make it nicer and bring back, say, frequencies that were discarded. So this is kind of like a fruitless endeavor. So best to keep this going to compressed format. So choosing really between OGG Vorbis and PCM, so WAV format, is your best bet. And of course, the reason that we use 16-bit as opposed to 24-bit WAV audio is simply to reduce the file size of the final game as it's built out. So less file size in the audio assets is always a useful thing in games.